LaMelo Ball decided that he wants to play AAU basketball once again for the Hornets.
Dylan Brooks is just shot chucking. What a bum. But Bro's just putting shots up. Mark Williams could at least have gotten 3 lobs by now, but Dylan Brooks is looking to prove something while getting his ass kicked.
Isaiah Joe just got hurt. He has 11 in the first quarter. Line was 12 and a half. He's out.
You're listening to the Bring the Thunder podcast, a podcast by fans, for fans.
What's good, guys? Welcome to another episode of Prop Wars. We had a great week this week. Super good time before All-Star break. We really think you guys are going to enjoy this one. There were only 3 games, but there was a ton of content for all 3. There were some people who had really good weeks, some people who had not so good weeks. You got to stay till the end to see how it turns out. But thank you guys so much for the support, and we will catch you guys in the next episode.
OKC take on the Lakers. They're going to cover the 7.5 spread because Luka's out. Aaron Wiggins. If you're not taking Aaron Wiggins over, what are you doing? This is why I'm almost winning. 15 plus points. Bang. Alex Caruso, under 1.5 3-pointers made. When does he make threes? Famous last words. Come back to this. Luke Kennard, over 1.5 3-pointers made. Second game is a Laker, I believe. Feeling confident, feeling comfortable. And then game of the night is the Pistons versus Hornets. Good game. Can't wait. Giannis Jenkins, 8+ points. That's their man, their new man. They got just signed to a full contract, and if he wants that contract, he's got to show why he wants that contract.
What's going on, guys? Prop Wars is starting up again, another week. OKC is taking on the Lakers tonight. Huge W. J-Dub is back. But let's get into the props. I'm going to take OKC to cover the 7.5 spread. Luka is not playing tonight. I think that's going to really hurt them. So I'm going to take us to cover that spread. We're finally starting to get healthy again. But moving on, OKC player props. I'm going to take Chet Holmgren over 8.5 rebounds. 8.5 is a really good line for him. I always feel good about taking him over on that. And at the moment, DeAndre Ayton is listed as questionable. So if he doesn't play, that's a free line. Even if he does, though, he's not the best rebounder, so I think Chet can notch that. Next is Isaiah Joe over 10.5 points. He's just been on fire recently. I mean, I have a lot of faith in him to be able to at least knock the 3 ball down. But outside of that, he's just been scoring a lot more consistently. We've needed people to step up with all the injuries, and he's been one of them. So I feel good about that. Then we're going to go, I hit this earlier, and I felt really good about it. I'm hitting it again. Rui Hachimura over 12.5 points. I just love this line for him. I think Rui's an incredible player. They always go to him early. I feel like the last several times I've even mentioned Rui in the first quarter, he's got like at least 6 points. So I feel good about this line, 12.5. I feel like he can definitely hit that. Then the game of the night, I'm going to be taking Miles Bridges over 23.5 points plus assists plus rebounds. He's just kind of getting back to the swing of things. He's been hurt. He's getting more minutes once again, but that just feels like a crazy line to me. He's averaging, in terms of that points plus rebounds plus assists, he's averaging almost 30, so I will gladly take the 23.5. I feel like they're playing that pretty carefully, but I have a lot of faith in him. The last 9 games, he's hit that line when he's played the normal minutes he does. So, quick recap, OKC covers 7.5 spread, Chet Holmgren over 8.5 rebounds, Isaiah Joe over 10.5 points, Rui Hachimura over 12.5 points, and Miles Bridges over 23.5 points plus assists plus rebounds. Jack made some ground. Let's make it right back and build that lead.
This is my week. Right before All-Star, we're going to jump back in it. I fucking suck so far. But we are coming back this week with a lot of energy, a lot of videos, a lot of good picks. A lot of good picks tonight. The line fucking moved, but I still took OKC minus 7.5. So we're going to start off with an L right away. Fuck. But we got OKC minus 7.5. I feel confident if J-Dub's playing, he's going to fuck these Lakers up. If he's not on a minutes restriction, I think Hardenstein's going to kill him. Ayton, get the fuck out of here. What do we have for the first? Oh, yeah, right into our first OKC player prop. Hardenstein over 9.5 points. Come on. He's going to eat DeAndre Ayton, pause. He's going to fuck him up. Excuse my language. I'm fired up. I'm ready for these prop wars today. It's also the lock of the night, so I might have fucked myself again because I put the lock of the night in prop wars again. But I'm no more jinxes, no more curses, no more cloudy, rainy clouds over my shoulder. It's all sun and rainbows over here, baby. Let's go. Hardenstein over 9.5. Wiggins over 1.5 threes. Love it. He's going to shoot the ball. Even though he's coming off the bench tonight, he's going to shoot that ball. He's going to make some threes. It's going to be a wonderful night in Los Angeles tonight for the squad. For the Lakers, I got Rui over 1.5 threes. Dude's been shooting the lights out recently. Got to give it to him. He's a good player. And OKC's game plan is always, hey, make somebody make a three. And Rui's going to be that guy tonight. He's going to make at least 2. And then for the game of the night, I'm so excited to watch this game. Pistons, Hornets starting very soon here. Hell of a game. Number 1 seed in the East versus the best team over the last month in the Charlotte Hornets. Super exciting team. Good offensively. Been playing great defense. Super excited. We're going to go LaMelo under 19.5, though. I think Asor Thompson should be on him. I really hope he is to start the game. And then Detroit's got defense everywhere. Strong guys. LaMelo's going to have to shoot a bunch of threes tonight. And, if they fall, they fall. But they don't fall against good teams, is what I'll say. Like, he doesn't do great against good defenses. He kind of beats up on the worser teams. So, that being said, OKC cover 7.5 point spread. The more I talk about it, the more I don't like it. But we're going with that. Hartenstein over 9.5 points. Wiggins over 1.5 threes. Rui over 1.5 threes. And LaMelo under 19.5. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the start of something special. I'm glad you're here for the ride. It's going to be insane. Thunder up, baby. Let's go. I'll see you guys during the games.
All right. After scoring 0 points in the last game, I have to put up points. I have to. I mean, new week. We're off to week number 4. Thunder versus Lakers. I'm going to take the Thunder not to cover the spread. 7.5. Cason Wallace over 10.5 points. I mean, if we need scoring from anyone, he's been a consistent glue guy for us. He's the guy that I'm going to trust for tonight. Alex Caruso could possibly be a guy that scores some buckets for us, but doesn't get in the assist column. I have him at under 2.5 assists. He generally doesn't look to get assists. He just kind of does them in the flow of the game. So him coming back, he could, have an under assist game. DeAndre Ayton. I mean, if the Lakers want any chance of winning this game, his line's at 10.5. I'm actually going to take the over on this. Since I have the Lakers winning, I'm going to continue with that script of DeAndre Ayton at least scoring 11 points in this. And for the Hornets to have any chance of winning, LaMelo Ball has to continue to assist his teammates. The line's set at 7.5, and I'm going to once again take the over. Man, I hope LaMelo doesn't try to shoot himself, into the game and just helps out with the playmaking side. But we'll see.
LaMelo has 2 points through the first 6 minutes of action. Detroit has to slow this game down. Like, high-paced, up and down, not going to favor me at my under at all here. So they got Thompson on LaMelo. They're turning the ball over. I like where I'm at, but they got to slow this game down.
The Miles Bridges pick. Not looking good. He's got 4 points at halftime. Just wrap it. It's wraps.
LaMelo has 10 points early in the second quarter. They were doing a good job on him early in the game with their good defenders on him, and then they went to Kevin Huerter and Kevin Huerter and some other bum. The point I'm trying to get at is I'm fried already. I'm cooked. It's over. World's ending. I just can't do this anymore.
We're pretty early on here, but Isaiah Joe is crushing this 10.5 point line. I mean, free money here. He is on fire. I felt very confident about this one. Isaiah Joe, you are that guy, frankly.
Holy fucking brawl. I don't know who's getting ejected, who's not. I think LaMelo might. I mean, massive brawl in the Hornets game. I mean, whoa. I mean, I'll get an update video as soon as possible, but it is going down. I think a fan got hurt, maybe. It's going down. Gentlemen, there is 40 seconds left in the game. Pistons up 6. Nobody is going to hit their 5-point play. Me, LaMelo can't score a basket. He has 18. I took him under 19.5. Hornets ball, 40 seconds left, down by 6. Anyone but LaMelo, please. I need to start the comeback somehow, and this is how we do it. I'll keep you guys updated right when this game ends. LaMelo pulled up for 3, bricked it, 30 seconds left. We got one stop left in us. One more stop. Tobias at the line. Let's go. And the fucking pointless fucking layup for no reason. Pointless fucking layup. Fuck.
All right. Quick post-game recap. The Thunder end up covering the spread at 7.5. Cason Wallace does get over the 10.5 mark. Caruso does end up under 2.5 assists. I do end up with 4 points, but obviously the Lakers didn't win. Ayton turned into Ayton again, and LaMelo Ball decided that he wants to play AAU basketball once again for the Hornets. Gosh, like, how do I know what they need to be doing, but they themselves don't know that Ayton, he has one job. Just put the ball into the hoop, man. You're a Lakers starting center. And then LaMelo, dog, just stop shooting for the love of God, man. Like, every night you decide to put up that many threes, like, just stop. Just stop. You're not a three-point shooter. You're not in Chino Hills. Just let it go, dog. Let it go. Please.
All right, guys, Rui had not been close to the 12.5 line. He's making a little bit of a push right now. He just got to 12. There's only like a minute and a half left. Please, Rui, if you can hear me, please, I need this. I need a big pointer. Please, Rui.
All right, guys, we just finished up the post-game. Satvir and I, great post-game. Shout out to all the people tuning in. It's always fantastic, man. Picks tonight went pretty well. I just wish that LaMelo shit. Nobody hit their 5-pointer, so it's all right, but that could have really gave me a nice lead this week to start. OKC covered. What did I even have tonight? Who the hell knows? Hachimura hit 2 threes. Isaiah Hartenstein went over 9.5, and that was the lock of the night, ladies and gentlemen, so we're back on track there. Wiggins didn't get enough minutes to shoot 2 threes or make any. And then the LaMelo. So, we had a nice night. I think it was like 8 points or something. We'll take that to start the week and continue this week on Wednesday. See you then.
All right. Quick post-game recap. The Thunder end up covering the spread at 7.5. Cason Wallace does get over the 10.5 mark. Caruso does end up under 2.5 assists. I do end up with 4 points, but obviously the Lakers didn't win. Ayton turned into Ayton again, and LaMelo Ball decided that he wants to play AAU basketball once again for the Hornets. Gosh, like, how do I know what they need to be doing, but they themselves don't know that Ayton, he has one job. Just put the ball into the hoop, man. You're a Lakers starting center. And then LaMelo, dog, just stop shooting for the love of God, man. Like, every night you decide to put up that many threes, like, just stop. Just stop. You're not a three-point shooter. You're not in Chino Hills. Just let it go, dog. Let it go. Please.
I had the best, worst day possible. So I hit the line, got that, that's 1 point. Hit both the OKC player props. Chet was over 8.5 rebounds. Isaiah Joe crushed the 10.5 points line. But then I missed all the important ones. Let's start with the game of the night. I had Miles Bridges over 23.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. He was abysmal. I mean, awful. He ended with, I believe, 10 total. He had like 6 points and 3 rebounds or something. Just horrible. That was devastating. But then the Rui line, over 12.5 points is what I had. I'll give you guys one guess at how many points he had. One guess. If you said 12, you would be correct. That's just awesome. Luckily, I think everybody kind of struggled a bit today. I know Joe had 8. I think he had the most of anyone, but not a good day. I can't even speak. Move on.
Potentially the worst night for me. OKC covered the spread. Yep, of course. Wiggins, 15 plus points. He said, nah, I'm score 0. Caruso, under 1.5 threes. Nah, I'm going to make 3 and go for 17 points. Luke Kennard, meant to be a sharpshooter. Over 1.5 3-pointers made? Nope. Dennis Jenkins, signed to a full contract. Better not sync it up. 4 points. Over 8 points? No. Coming away with 1 point is shit. This is the worst I've done. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Why am I this shit? I don't know. First week of uni, maybe that's... I'm blaming it on that. This is terrible, man. All of these should have hit. It's like opposite day, is it? Tuesday is now opposite day. It must be. There's no other explanation at all. I mean, OKC haven't covered the spread in a while, and all those should have hit, so flip it around, and yeah. I still no ball, though. Not closing the gap with Gabe at all. I thought I'd get him today, but... Okay, Caruso. Shoot when you want to shoot, but do it when I bet on you, not when I bet against you, man. Come on. Yeah.
Another day, another prop wars. I'm stealing Joe's look with the hat. But OKC is taking on the Phoenix Suns tonight. The line is set at 8.5. I do not love that line. I'm not going to take OKC to cover that. I think the way we've been dinged up with all the injuries, yeah, we look solid against the Lakers, but Phoenix has played us tight all season. I think that they will continue to play us tight. They're pretty healthy. I just don't think that we'll be able to cover that spread. But that's not to say that we won't win, but still, it's going to be tough. As for the OKC player props, I'm going to take J-Dub to make 1 3. His line is set at half. If he doesn't go over that, I'll be genuinely surprised. We know he's more than capable of shooting them. It's just a matter of will he knock down a single 3, and I'm going to say yes. Next, I'm going to take Cason Wallace over 1.5 steals. He's averaging over 2 per game. I believe 8 or 9 of the last 10 games he's hit that line, so that just does not feel like a risky bet at all to me. I'd be willing to put money on that even, but... Opposing player prop. I'm going to take Mark Williams over 9.5 points. He's averaging more than that. I just feel like he's the kind of guy who they actually go to more than you would think. And he crashes the boards and get offensive rebounds, get second chance points. He's just the kind of guy that they throw lobs to and you don't expect it and ends up, before you know it, picking up 10, 12, 14 kind of range of points. So I feel good about that one. And then the game of the night is the New York Knicks against the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm going to take Karl Anthony Towns over 13.5 rebounds plus assists. He's averaging around 11 rebounds per game. To believe that he can just pick up a few assists on top of that is not crazy at all to me. He's had multiple games recently where he's been around like 16 to 20 in terms of assists plus rebounds. So I have no problem with going over 13.5. So quick recap. OKC does not cover the spread. J-Dub knocks down 1 or more 3. Cason Wallace over 1.5 steals. Opposing player prop, Mark Williams over 9.5 points. And then game of the night, Karl Anthony Towns over 13.5 rebounds plus assists. Everyone had a bit of an off night the other night, so let's get the points back up and let's build the lead up.
All right, really excited for my picks tonight. I think this is a sweep type of night. Probably just jinxed the fuck out of myself, but I'm serious. I think we're sweeping tonight. Starting with the Suns plus 8.5. That, if Booker plays, should be fine. If he doesn't, which I don't think he's going to, the prop wars rules kind of screw us. We have to get our pick in an hour before this next game, so we don't really know. But we'll start with the Suns 8.5 just in case he plays. Cason Wallace, we're doubling down over 8.5 points, over 2.5 assists. Dude's been unreal. Can't wait to see him play tonight. So funny. I actually can't wait to see Cason Wallace, what he does tonight. And then Dillon Brooks will go over 1.5 assists. He doesn't normally hit that line, but against the Thunder, he does. That's where the books fucked up. Over 1.5 assists for Dillon Brooks. And then for the game of the night, I'm taking Dom Barlow over 7.5 points. He's going to be starting for Philly at power forward tonight. Embiid's out. He's actually really good. I don't think the books know that yet. If he gets the minutes tonight, 8 points is easy for him. So that'll do it for here. I'll keep you guys updated.
All right, we're up against the Suns tonight. I'm taking the OKC Thunder to cover the 7.5 point spread. J-Dub over 18.5 points in his return. I feel like that's pretty easy. Low line there, and we're going to need him tonight. So there's a reason he's back for a game like this. Cason Wallace, 10.5 points. He's been cooking recently. He's had ups and down games, and I've been taking the points over on him. And it feels like every time I do, Aaron Wiggins or Isaiah Joe ends up outscoring him. But Colin Gillespie over 12.5 points. I mean, he's played well against us in the recent matchups, and he's just kind of an underrated guy that's on that team. And 12.5 seems pretty attainable for him. Mitchell Robinson for the game of the night for the Knicks. I'm going to take him over 4.5 points. I mean, that's just way too low of a line where, I mean, even if he gets some regular contribution, he should definitely at least score 5 points. I mean, he can put up 3 putbacks in a game, I'm sure. So we should definitely check back on this and see how this went.
All right, we're just about halftime here. Barlow, 5 points. I wish they got him involved a little bit more, but it is kind of like a blowout, so it's up and down. But I'm feeling good. We just need 3. 3 points in the second half should be good, especially in this blowout type vibe here. He'll get some runs, so let's get it. 5 points. It's better than 0.
Yeah, I'm going to need the Suns to give the ball to their center, Mark Williams, right now, or I'm going to start freaking out. Dylan Brooks is just shot chucking. What a bum. But bro's just putting shots up. Mark Williams could at least have gotten 3 lobs by now, but Dylan Brooks is looking to prove something while getting his ass kicked. I mean, he's scoring, I'll give him that, but the dude is talking shit like they're not down by 30 and refusing to pass the ball. So the Mark Williams line is not looking good. He's only at 6 points. I don't know if he's getting past this.
How about Dominic Barlow getting up to 11 early in the third quarter? Super happy about that pick. Shows off the ball knowledge, you know? Like, see, like Jack taking Jalen Brunson to get 1 steal. I might have saw that and was like, shit, that's good. But no, we went with ball knowledge. Dominic Barlow, over 7.5, bangs, easy. 5 points, baby.
All right, guys, it's almost halftime of the Knicks game. Cat is doing really good. He's on pace for easily the over 13.5 of rebounds plus assists. He's got 5 assists. I cannot be more happy with that. So that's looking really good. That should be 5 points right there. But yeah, let's keep moving. That's a big one. I need that one.
I mean, we're not even through the first quarter. Dylan Brooks, 2 assists. We already got 8 points to start the night. I'm going for the sweep tonight. As long as OKC doesn't blow them out. OKC's bench looks like it's ready to roll. But Barlow hits, Brooks hits. Now we just need Cason to get his assist and his points. And the spread. And I'm watching Cason chase down Dylan Brooks. He still made the layup. I'm hyped right now. Let's get the sweep. Let's get the comeback going. Come on.
Thunder game just started. The J-Dub 1 3-pointer line was the freest line you could have given me. Literally immediately in the game, he just cashes a 3. So I don't know how that's a line. I don't know how I got that line. I'm not going to complain. We will take that.
All right. I can't believe I bet on Colin Gillespie. 23 minutes, 6 points on 2 for 7 shooting, 2 for 4 from the 3-point line, which I appreciate. He made both of his 3-pointers, but didn't hit any other shots. Minus 18 for tonight. And then I took the Cason Wallace pick here at 26 minutes, 2 for 7 as well, except he didn't hit a single 3. 4 points only. I mean, 2 made field goals in 26 minutes. That's practically cardio. He is a plus 16. He's great at getting the steals. I mean, he had 3 assists tonight. Man, still really disappointing to miss out on the points on these 2. We'll get them next time.
So, about OKC not covering the spread. To be fair, I took that when Booker and Green were listed as questionable, but this is some next level belt ass.
All right, gentlemen, not the finish we absolutely needed, but we'll take it. Thunder blowout, the Suns, great to see. Buddy Boeheim just knocks down a 3, that's awesome. Cason does not go over in points, but he goes over in assists, so we grabbed the 2 points there. We got the 3 points from Dylan Brooks early on, and we'll take the 5 from Dom Barlow earlier in the night. So with that being said, I mean, 10 points on the night, we'll take that. The comeback continues, and I'm getting ready for the postgame show. I'll see you guys then.
All right, boys. We believed in the Thunder to win tonight against the Suns, and that's indeed exactly what we did here. We got the OKC Thunder covering the 7.5 spread. J-Dub getting the 18.5 points, which puts us up to 3 points total. Where we did end up missing was Cason Wallace not scoring over 10.5 points. Maybe the line was a little too high. I mean, still, him and Colin Gillespie kind of stunk it up tonight from an offensive perspective. I'm not sure what happened. I had Colin Gillespie over 12.5 points, didn't get the points there as well. But where we did end up hitting was Mitchell Robinson very easily secured the 4.5 points over, which puts us up to 8 points total for tonight. 12 points on the week, not too shabby.
All right, guys. The night could have gone worse. It didn't go great, but it could have gone worse for sure. I nailed the pick of the night. Cat over 13.5 rebounds plus assists. That single-handedly saved my night because I missed on the spread. I missed on one of my OKC player props, and I missed on the opposing player prop. Thank goodness J-Dub hit the 3 because I needed that. That gave me 2 points. So I ended with 7 on the night. But like I said, I missed the Cason Wallace over 1.5 steals. The one game where I take him over 1.5 steals and he gets 0 steals, which I'm not calling out Cason, but that's just crazy. The timing of that is insane. And then Mark Williams, like I mentioned earlier, just could not get it going. I mean, it doesn't help when his teammates don't give him the ball as much. So, but yeah, I'll take 7 points. It felt like a rough night, but I'm getting a little concerned about Joe. I'm not gonna lie. Joe, well played. You're doing good. I'll give you that. But you got a lot of ground to make up. All that matters is I'm still in first. I believe I built a little bit of a lead on Jack again, so we will take that.
Last night went mid. I'm not on a good streak right now, but I'm very busy, so that's why I can't spend as much time strategizing. OKC covered spread. Brunson didn't get a steal, which is stupid. Brooks had 20 points. McCain had a 3. Cason Wallace didn't have 2 steals, so it's all about the steals, and they weren't stealing, but whatever. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're making some great runway this week. 12 points on the week. I believe this last game, I had 8 points from it for Prop Wars, so we're starting to play a little bit of catch up. I don't know where I'm from a total perspective, but pretty solid from yesterday. Let's hopefully keep that up. OKC cover the spread against the Milwaukee Bucks tonight, 11.5 points. Cason Wallace, I'm going to take him under on the 4.5 assists. Aaron Wiggins, I'm taking the under on the 3.5 assists. And Jericho Sims, I'm taking the under 8.5 rebounds. That just seems like a lot. He may play a lot of minutes, but I'm not sure if he's going to get that many rebounds against Chet and Jay Will out there. Najee Marshall for the game of the night. I'm taking the under on his points, 19.5 points. There's no way he gets that many in a game against the Lakers. I just don't see that happening. That should be my best lock there, and we should get some good points from tonight. Let's see what happens.
All right, gentlemen, it's the last day of Prop Wars for the week. I think I have like 18 points on the week, leading the group for the week. Finally, got to finish strong here. Worst game possible to finish strong, in my opinion. I am all over the board tonight. Can't decide, but we ended up deciding. Not confident, but we got to get it done here tonight. I'm going with the boys. I'm going with OKC minus 11.5. The bench has been outstanding. A lot of them get increased minutes tonight. Toe pitch is back. Good vibes all around tonight. Let's get a nice cover to end the first half of the year, even though it's more than the first half, but heading to All-Star break with a nice cover. I'm going to go with the two guys that have just been electric together. I'm going with McCain over 10.5 points and Isaiah Joe over 12.5 points. I'm not going to take their threes, just the points. I don't know. That's what my brain ended up with tonight. Looks like I have a nice zit on my face today. Great. Like I'm 18 again. That's nice. For Milwaukee, I went with Kevin Porter Jr. under 1.5 threes. He's been really good playmaker, really good scorer as of late. Not that great at shooting, 30% about. So we'll take the under 1.5 threes, which is probably a bad play by me because we know what happens in Paycom. You know, people like to light up the three-point line, opposing teams, but that's what we're going to do. And then for the game of the night, Lakers-Mavs, P.J. Washington under 6.5 rebounds. He's averaging like about 7, but hasn't hit this line in his last 3. The Lakers are, I think, second in the NBA in rebounding, so let's just go with PJ under 6.5, and that'll be that. Don't really like any of my picks, but the vibes are high. Let's head to the All-Star break on a good note here, and I'll see you guys. I have all my buddies are texting me for bets like right now, and I just like I don't know, but yeah, I'll see you guys during the game. Peace.
What's good, guys? Another Prop Wars video. OKC is taking on the Milwaukee Bucks tonight. The line is set at 13.5. I will not be taking that because both sides are incredibly injured. We're going to be playing so many players tonight. It's going to be really interesting. And 13.5 just feels like an insane spread tonight. Unless we shoot like 50+% from three, which is possible, I'm not going to take that spread. Moving forward, the OKC player props. I'm going to start with Chet Holmgren over 8.5 rebounds. Just give me that now. I am so confident in that hitting. If it doesn't, per usual, I will come back, edit this, make myself look stupid, but it's hitting. I just know it is. Next is Lu Dort over 1.5 3-pointers made. He has hit this line multiple times in the last 10 games, but the last couple he's not. We're in store for a Lu Dort game. I feel very confident about him hitting over 1.5 3-pointers. The volume is there. He's taking shots. I think he's going to hit them tonight. Opposing player prop. Give me KPJ over 6.5 assists. He's averaging almost 8 per game. He's having a really good season, but 6.5 assists feels like a steal. He's going to be the primary ball handler. I feel really good about that. Give me that all day. Then for the game of the night, this one is really interesting. I am going to be taking Najee Marshall to make 1 3. He's not shooting very efficiently on the season, a little around 32%, but 1 3-pointer. He can hit 1 3. He has hit one multiple times recently. The volume is not the highest, but I'm taking a bit of a gamble here. Just 1 3-pointer, and I get 5 points. So please, Najee Marshall, clutch up. I need it. So quick recap. OKC does not cover the 13.5 spread. Lu Dort over 1.5 3-pointers made. Chet Holmgren over 8.5 rebounds. KPJ over 6.5 assists. And Najee Marshall 1 3-pointer or more made. Let's do this, guys. Let's have a better night. We've not been great to start this week. I need a good night. I feel good about these picks, but this will be an interesting game for OKC tonight, so we'll just see.
All right, gentlemen, we're, 5 minutes into the game? And Isaiah Joe's got 2 threes already, so he's up to 6 points. Outstanding. Anyway, that Isaiah Joe just got hurt. He has 11 in the first quarter. Line was 12.5. He's out. Isaiah Joe is returned back into the game. We avoided another scare in OKC. OKC down 6. Really unfortunate right now. But let's just get some Prop Wars points and work on the victory throughout the next 2.5 quarters.
I got to stop betting on Lu Dort threes. I've got to stop, man. One of the streakiest human beings of all time, dude. Like, I got to stay away. But on a positive note, we're getting blown out. That's positive because I took us to not cover the spread. But we're getting whipped right now. This is not looking good. But KPJ is getting some assists, so that's good. Chet's definitely going to hit the rebound line. But Dort, pack it up, brother.
All right. Just hilarious stuff tonight. Down 16 at the end of the third. You can never win with this team this year. Anyway, Joe had 11 in the first quarter, hasn't scored since. Nice. McCain's up to 9. We need him to get over. We need him to get a bucket. 1. Porter can't hit a 3. He doesn't look for the 3, so that's looking good. Spread's cooked. Just disgusted right now. See you guys at the post-game show.
Any hits that hit. Well, Luke Kennard, 4+ rebounds. He had 7. That's good. Lu Dort, under 10 points hit. OKC didn't cover the spread. Not great because they should have, and they lost the game, which isn't good. iHeart, 25+ points, rebound, assists. 0 because he didn't play. I should have changed it. Kevin Porter Jr. over 1.5 3-pointers made? No. So I betted on Usman's over on everything, especially blocks? Yes. Did I? No. but that's because there was no lines for Usman at the time. But Luke Kennard, 4+ rebounds, and he goes for 7. That just shows I had no ball. 5 points secured. Lou Dort, under 10.5 points. He had 9. 2 points secured. 7 points in a night, it's not bad. That's like average, you know. You got to come away with at least 7. iHeart, 25+ points, rebounds, assists, would have hit if he had played. What's that? Let's say 11 points, yeah. And then 8 rebounds, 19. And then he'd need, 6 assists? He's hitting that. Kevin Porter Jr. over 1.5 3-pointers made. I didn't watch the game. I don't know why he didn't hit that. OKC cover 13.5 spread. Why wouldn't we cover? I'm confused. It's silly that we didn't cover. All I know is Gabe is sucking right now. Though, like, Gabe is not doing good. Joe's catching up. I was meant to be catching up to Gabe, but maybe I am because of how bad he's going. But 7 points isn't too bad. Yeah, not having the best weeks right now, but we will. We'll be back.
A little response to Jack here, who said in his last video that Gabe has been sucking. When I look at the scoreboard here, buddy, I believe there's one person behind me for the week. Respect your elders, pal. Respect your elders. That's all I got.
All right, OKC's looking like it's, well, there's a minute left and they're getting blown out, and Ousmane Dieng is dancing all over Buddy Boeheim. Don't make that Oos. He missed. All right. But for Joe here in the prop wars, another pretty solid night in this game. McCain goes over 10.5. Joe goes over 12.5. Kevin Porter Jr. goes under 1.5 threes. Spread doesn't hit, so we miss out on a point. So now we're just waiting on PJ Washington to go under 6.5 rebounds. We could have a really nice night to end this week, and hopefully OKC could get healthy during the All-Star break, because tonight was no bueno. There goes Jared McCain again, getting to the free throw line. I love this kid. Outstanding player. All right, guys, I'll check in with you during the Laker game, which we'll see how it's going because we got to do the live anyway. So see you later, and Thunder up, baby. Let's go.
Najee Marshall, bro. Dude's been hitting threes like nothing recently. I mean, he's not having the best... I just had a stroke. Sorry. He's not having the best shooting season, but he's been good recently. And recently apparently ends now because this dude is a brick. So there goes 5 points for the night. But whatever, man.
All right, boys. We're in Buenos Aires, Argentina. All my picks hit. I got 12 points this week. I believe I had the 4.5 under on Aaron Wiggins assist, 3.5 under on the Cason Wallace assist, 19.5 points under on the Najee, and he ended up with only 19 points. And Jericho Sims under 6.5 rebounds or something, barely grabbed a board in his game against us. But you know your boy's about to be enjoying the nice old city. We're staying in a pretty nice hotel, so peace out.
All right, you beautiful ladies and gentlemen. Massive week. Gets us right back into the thick of it. 30 points on the week right before All-Star break. Very nice. Just a recap. OKC didn't cover, so I lose my point there, which is annoying because I would have got the sweep. But McCain goes over. Isaiah Joe goes over. Porter Jr. goes over under 1.5 threes. And PJ Washington, 4 boards, under 6.5. Massive. 12 points tonight, 30 on the week. We're heading into All-Star just under Jack. And we're in arm's distance of Gabe. So exciting times. Listen, we got a long season ahead of us, so I'm not getting too happy, but happy to, get back up on the leaderboard and, get a nice rest during this All-Star break. So I'll see you guys next time, which will be a little while from now because of the All-Star break. And Thunder up, baby. Let's go.
All right, could have been worse, but we end with 1 point for the spread. OKC did not cover the spread. We got beat really badly. We get 2 points for Chet going over on the rebounds. Lou Dort does not cash out. And then we do hit the opposing player prop as KPJ gets over 6.5 assists. He ended with 7. That was really close. But Lou Dort does not go over 1.5 threes, and Najee Marshall does not hit a singular 3. He shoots 0 for 3, as a matter of fact. So that's not good. We end with 19 on the week. That is rough. I believe Joe had 30, so almost doubled my point total for the week. So, fuck. We move, I guess. We need a better week, guys. All-Star break. It's a break for OKC, but it's a break for me too. I just need to just chill out, just lock in. We'll be good. But, yeah, I think this was my worst week of the entire event. Well, guys, another week of prop wars in the books. Not a good week for me, but let's just get into it. Joe led the way this week with 30 points. Satvir was right behind him with 24. Those two are starting to make their comeback. I was in third with 19, and Jack was in fourth with 14. Oh, man, what a week. It's safe to say that All-Star break couldn't have come any sooner for both the team and for Jack and I, but still a really fun week overall. We hope you guys enjoyed the content. We really enjoyed making it, but yeah, this was an interesting week. Only 3 games, 3 interesting games. OKC handles 2 of them, but gets kind of walloped by the Bucks. But hey, man, we move. We just hope we get healthy. And as for the prop wars, we had a really good time this week making it. As for the overall score, I am still in first with 102 points. Jack is behind me with 91. Joe is up to 85 points. He is in third. He had a great week this week. And then Satvir is in fourth with 70 points. Those two are starting to claw back. Like I've mentioned every single week, this game can change so quickly. The score can change before you even realize. And that's starting to happen, especially with Joe. He's been on a tear recently. But as always, really thank you guys for checking out the video. We are having such a good time making these. They're so much fun. And I'm not hearing Joe anywhere right now saying thunder up. I think I'm safe. I made sure to tell him not to interrupt me this time because when he interrupts me, it really bothers